Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here, greetings boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Yes, seize the day with your talons and devour as much of it as you can. Greedily, no less. That's actually part of a movie, sort of, that I want to talk about at some point. Probably not be able to talk about it today because, well, I just remembered it. Anyway, though, of course, the daily Shelton, Washington, weather, plague, rat, and spider report. Weather, it was actually kind of cloudy-ish all day yesterday. Not brilliantly sunny, so not intensely warm. It was warm, but not hot. And it wasn't intensely sunny all the time. Looks like it's kind of going to be like that this morning. Hard to say. Again, there's mountains and trees between us and where the sun rises over there. So actually it stays kind of cool in here for morning time because the sun doesn't hit us in the morning until the afternoon, at which point it's like a sledgehammer driving us into the ground like a spike. Past that as well, the plague rat report. Oh joy. It was kind of late when I walked Safeway last night because I was busy just doing stupid stuff. And of course, once I got to Safeway, I'm about to walk in, the doors open up, and there's this father and his younger child. The child, of course, has his mask pulled down to here. The father, no mask at all. And as the doors open up wide, without any putting up of hands or anything, he just goes, oh, hack, oh, cough, out into the world like that, nice and juicy, just filling up the entire walkway, going forward with respiratory droplets. This is what we're facing. So, yay. I had to hope that the cloud of respiratory droplets dissipated enough before I walked through so that hopefully I wasn't coated in everything from inside of him. We're never going to get through this. But on the spider report, down in the basement, the spider that had been up in the corner and then moved down to the shower curtain, not the shower curtain, the towel rod, which is the same thing as a shower curtain, just smaller and on a wall, not in a shower. And it was down near the door frame and that. To this morning, it is moved way up here to this corner and is hanging out up there. Good thing. I like it. It looks kind of cute. What can I say? And then over in that corner, still the scary orange and white with the spots on her joints and legs spider. She's actually not scary. When I say scary, I'm actually saying that because when dogs bark, when I'm at walkies, I will actually tell them, I'll go, oh, you are scary, you are intimidating, I am sorry, I'm walking away because you have frightened me. And I'll say stuff like that. Or when I'm downstairs and I'm talking to the spider, I'll go like, ooh, you're so scary, look at you, you're just scary. Because they're not. I mean, they are. Atavistic primitive fear of creepy crawlies. Every person has that to some degree. It's just my arachnophobia is gone. So I just go, oh, you're so scary, to try and make them feel better. And so when I say, oh, she's scary, it's an extension of that. She's not really scary. I mean, to bugs, yeah. And to someone with arachnophobia, the stance and the coloring, yeah. But just looking at her over there, hanging up in her orb in the corner, that's cool. I like it. She's not scary to me. I mean, if she was crawling on me and I didn't realize it at first and looked down and then, yeah, I'd freak out. But if I looked down, I'd freaked out over moths because I didn't realize there was a moth. Looked down and, blah. So, it happens. Thumbs up. Ugh. Both belching and burping at the same. Well, belch is a burp, but while trying to talk there. My apologies. Past that, though, whew, have to try and breathe a little. I have a couple things down here that I wanted to talk about this morning, one of which I felt horrible yesterday. Everything was going well. I was trying to get recording stuff done because I wanted to record for my 3 o'clock second video. And so I was recording the game outward. I've been gushing about the game outward here. And so I raced all around the countryside. I was showing people all the cool things that I had found. The caves and the dungeons where you get dragged off to, the big confluence mountain, talking about the quests and such like that. Racing around. I came across again that monster that I'd been talking about where it chased me and I scraped it off on bandits. Came across that again. Scraped it off on bandits. It was awesome. And then I've talked about how Confluence Mountain, the big thing in the center of this beginning zone, everything is purple around it and it looks beautiful. I found a section of it where I was standing and looking at it, and it was between a full purple zone and a non-purple zone. And so there were colors, different colors of flowers, like yellow and red, but because it was right there on the juncture, there were waves, like literal waves of color rolling across the landscape and through those sections, so you could see, oh, bloody fly, window open again, but you could see the bars of purple rolling through the landscape and the colored flowers right in front of you. There were like 5 or 6 bars of purple that were rolling through it, and it was smooth and it looked beautiful. Oh my god, there were just so many incredible things. It's an older game. It's like 2018, so when I say older, you know, it's not really older, but tech is advancing pretty quick. So graphics, what could be done 2 years ago and be amazing is like, it's not that amazing anymore. But for what it is, it looks incredible. And then of course, I immediately, first time I've done this in a couple years, but I immediately deleted the commentary track that I had been yammering over. So all I had was gameplay. And it was a permanent delete. When I realized what I had done, I quickly ran this IO-Bit, that's the name of the company, IO-Bit, and they have an undelete program. And I ran that. And it found everything but the deleted commentary track. So all that was wasted. I just threw it away. I can't remember what I'm saying because I am transitory. I am extemporaneous, off the top of my head. There's not a whole lot of thinking and thought that goes into what I say. Now, while that may sound like an indictment of what I say, it's mostly just not because it's pointless and worthless, but because it's, oh, I'm feeling this at the moment, here's what I'm feeling, here's my thoughts about what I'm feeling, tied in with what I'm seeing, going off into wild tangents and stories that ties in with what's happening as I'm going. I don't get any of that when I'm watching afterward. It's like, oh, I'm running down a valley. Okay, what do I say about that? I'm running down a valley. Oh, I'm outside the valley now. Because everything that I was saying that had a lot to do with everything and tied in it's tied in with the moment. So I just, in a couple days, because today is the second half of my Zombie Shooter 2 video, and then I've got a Minecraft video to come up after that, so I've got time to get my enthusiasm back, because once I deleted that track, oh boy, it's been anything but enthusiasm I have been feeling. But life is life, and I know it's just transitory. I've been doing my best to laugh, and I have been, because it's a silly thing to do. And as I've talked with Russian Timing, because he's done something that was similar, had silly things happen and felt bad about it. And again, Russian Timing, please. As I'd mentioned to him, On a recent video, just after Russian Timing was talking about that, Markiplier came on, and the first thing he said at the beginning of his video was, I recorded for well over an hour, and I forgot to turn on the microphone. I had to throw it all away. It's like everybody does it. It's human. We're all humans. We make mistakes. I'm amazed that we don't make more. In fact, knowing what I do of psychology, it's amazing we have any sort of civilization at all. Human beings are so contrary, backwards, and just all around. We're nuts. It's amazing we work together at all. Thumbs up for that. But yeah, so don't feel bad when you do something human. Just laugh and then try your best to let it go. I'm still working on it. I am a human being. I am contrary and backwards and all that myself. Let's see what else I have done on here. Oh yes, there is. I want to write. I mean, my big goal and dream in life is to write long, deeply involved stuff. I don't really have a whole lot of time left to live, so I don't want to try and do anything like a George R.R. Martin, Westeros, Game of Thrones type thing, where it's going to take me 10-15 years to get going, because 10-15 years, I may not be in good enough shape to write, or who knows? I mean, of my age, I'm not ancient, but I'm starting to get up there, and, you know, health problems and stuff, things happen, you never know. But, point being, so I've been thinking, well, let's just do the quick, easy stuff that doesn't involve a whole lot of, rousing adventure stories. Nothing wrong with just a rousing adventure story that's not involved with a lot of deep stuff. Last year, I'd been working on a story idea where the big point of it actually became less interesting to me than another mild part where one of the bad guys was having an existential crisis because it knew the bad guy, quote unquote, and the good guy were both memory copies of a dead man. But the person who was the main character was running as independent software on alien hardware. So he had a body and an independent existence once the bad guy left. The bad guy knew that it was just a memory running inside the mind of another creature. So it's sentience, it's illusions of free will. It's just a memory given illusion of sentience because it's active with thought. And it knows that once the attention is gone, it's gone. Existential crisis, that became more interesting. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. And then, of course, I talked a bit about this one another day where, just not that long ago, where it's like from more recent thing where a creature of power is threatening a person of our level, and it's like, please don't kill me. And the frustrations of its existence come forward, and it tries to explain why this person's life is pointless. You are pointless. There is filled with existence, multiple universes, infinite numbers. You're in each one of them. You are just variation X doing variation Y in variation Z of a universe. You are pointless. You are meaningless. But being able to talk this out helps the character, the bad guy, enough that it's like, but I am nothing too. I have not been able to break out and become singular. You are nothing and pointless, but I am no better. And I am pointless, and you are no worse. And looking at you, I can see a lot of myself. Because the big bad guy in this story, the person, the individual having the existential crisis, started off as an individual like us, worked its way up on its lonely path of power to become MacLeod. I always put a T on there, but it's MacLeod. To become singular, to become free. And being able to talk this out, the bad guy no longer wishes to kill the individual because of their pointlessness, because of the meaninglessness of their existence. Maybe they too can use this moment, like the bad person did, to take a step on the path and become something more than just meaningless. I just want to write rousing adventure stories, but I seem to gravitate towards existential crises. How about that? I'm coming to understand more of my own psyche and what I want to write, because we don't know ourselves. We discover what we are as we go through life. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. I'm going to read them later. Thumbs up each one I do and answer as many as I can. Definitely a thumbs up. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that. And even though I count in, let's see if I can aim this more toward the camera, American Sign Language, with my depression, fibro, ADHD, grief and mourning and more, I'm lucky I can remember anything at all, though I am getting better all the time. So we have Lord of Sadness, thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kits Cat, good to see you in the comments. Zero Blue 3, thumbs up, and that's a great game, yes. Soundmaster Blink, thumbs up and thank you. We have Red Hot Chili Fan 98, good to see you in the comments. Indie Gnarly 2X, hopefully I pronounced it correctly, thumbs up. Ranaya, thumbs up and thank you. Chris, greatly appreciated. We have Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. Bua Kamoli, I bet I'm nowhere close, but again, thank you very much. Q Megancini, thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisner, thank you much. We have Robbie, greatly appreciated. Lucifer, good to see you in the comments. We have Ali Shabiri, actually good to see you as well. We have Damian Arnold, thumbs up and thank you. Confused Owl 29, good to see you as well. The Wes Manwan BITHC, thumbs up and thank you. We have some guy named Jamie, thumbs up and thank you. Middle Winged Wolf, I'm not quite sure how to interpret your comment, but still. Scott 419140, no, 419140. I can't even read numbers apparently. Thank you very much. And then we have Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. Bob the Burglar, I like the name. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, A Pop Rocks GM. Thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you, even the people that I didn't have a chance to thank. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is a very good thing. Thumbs up and thank you very, very much. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you wanted to help me out but you didn't want to send money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you wanted to help me out without sending money, I also have an Amazon wishlist link as well. That would be cool if you could check that out, definitely. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. That was close enough. That would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you're down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, oh! Weakness in my vocal cords. I had therapy today, so always in a rush. Luckily, I already have a video recorded. Just need to edit and render it. Thumbs up for that. So definitely cool. So I'm going to be busy, and hopefully you're going to be busy, and just be careful. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. So, as stated, and as I say every time, please wear a mask. Please practice your social distancing. Please practice self-care. We're in survival mode, each and every one of us right now. Just hunker down, do your best. And of course, Black Lives Matter. And justice for everybody that the jackbooted, brown-shirted thugs keep killing. You take care. Have a great day. And I will see you on the flip side, my friend.